Alright, I took the little peg in and the little tailpiece, and I put some rawhide cord through it, and I'm just basically going to tie that around a dowel. That'll give me the support I need. This will hold our bridge, our fiddle. Give me some pliers. This off. Nip off this extra. That's our nut that we'll loop around our peg in. Put this around. Yeah, see, we'll put that around our peg in back there. Boop, and that gives her something to hold our bridge onto right there. I'll probably maybe take a little piece of leather and put right there. Maybe right there. Yeah, a little piece of leather right there to keep the string from biting into the instrument. Yeah, that seems to work. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. All right, well, I started working on the bridge. I basically took a piece of 1/4-inch poplar and traced out the pattern, and then doubled it with another little pattern to give myself some room to work with there. It should be about right. Now I'll sand this down and then sand this right here and get this, shape it up a little bit on the belt sander. All right, well, I brush shaped it on the sander, and then just basically the little hobby stick with some sandpaper glued to it makes a perfect little sanding file. And I'll fine tune it with this. Get all the shapes out of it. That's good. There we go. I'll probably have to adjust that height a little bit once I get some strings on it, but we'll see. This looks like it might be a little bit too high, but we'll see once the string gets on it. That's good so far. Well, my fine tuners came in, and so I gotta go ahead and put them on there. They're not too incredibly hard to deal with. Just gotta make sure you don't drop them and lose the parts like I've done before. Right into the hole. A little bit difficult to do with big nubby hands, big nubby fingers like I got. That's what I found a little pair of pliers come in handy. I don't want to over tighten it too much. There we go. I'm trying to get in, touch it. All right. Right, she's coming together. Get that. Get my tuners on. Got my bridge. Go ahead and we'll start filing the bridge down a little bit for the strings. Get a little. Did some markings on it already where I want my strings to go. Where is my flat diamond file? There we go. That's what I need. She gets the job done. There we go. File the bridge with my fingernails at the same time. Once I get that in, then I'll switch to one of the bone file. Yeah. Bone file makes it easy work. Have to fine tune it later, I guess. All right, so that's gonna be my three grooves for my 3-string fiddle. Time to push this on down here. I'll start working on this nut. Gotta take your time with this one. You can't really afford to mess this one up. We'll start with this right here, because I'm not exactly sure where the strings need to go on this one. So we'll eyeball it as we go. We definitely need to go lower though. That's for sure. Where's on here? Smaller. All right. We'll move next and put the Zether pins in the next part. Got my grooves, my nut. Got the grooves for the bridge. Just coming along nicely. Alright, I'm going to take my neck and put it on something to support it. And I'm going to tap these in. Tapping in just a little bit, get it started. Then I'm going to slowly get these going. Get it supported a little bit, it'll start going. Go in, don't take much force, you don't want to split the wood. Taking it and putting it up next to my chest, and so I can get a good steady grip on it until I start getting it going. Once I get it going in, then I can just freehand it. I have split wood before doing this, so you gotta be careful. Last one. This is back in the neck back here, so you gotta be careful here. Careful. Nothing worse to see it crack. It's a heartbreaker. All three went in pretty easy, no cracks, which is good. All right, got those three in there, nice. Nice, no cracks, that's a good sign. When I do these Zether pins, I have a drill bit, and I have the bit already marked with a piece of tape, so when I drill down in there, I know exactly where I want it, and I don't go, sometimes I go all the way through it, and sometimes I don't. This one I set it to where it was just right at it, so I know it's right at the bottom back here, and when I go to through, I'll take them out 1/4 of an inch, right out 1/4 inch when I put the string on, so when I start tightening them down, they'll go back in. That is how I put in my Zether pins. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. I'm excited to hear what this sounds like. My little 2-string fiddle sounds freaking awesome, man. So I'm kind of excited to see what this one's going to sound like. So what I do now is to get her stringed up. All right, so I got the 3 strings on there. I got the little ball ends and the little fine tuner slots. I got the bridge on. I got the nut. They worked down just a little bit more. I'll put a piece of leather on the front to keep the strings from biting into the actual front of the instrument. I probably should have sloped it a little bit better right there, but I got the 3 strings on, and I'm fairly happy with the placement of the strings. They're pretty much almost dead center, so that's about where I want them to be. Just tighten it down. Take it. Kind of hard to see where the strings at. I'm looking at that bridge, and I'm starting to think that bridge needs to be just a little bit higher. I mean, a smidgen of a bit higher. I definitely miscalculated that a little bit. But it's because it's freaking sloped. The angle of the neck threw me off a little bit on the bridge. All right, so instead of me carving out another bridge, I like how I have the strings placed on that one. I just glued on some little shims at the bottom down there, and when that glue sets, I'll sand that down, and that way it'll just look like one bridge, one piece bridge. So we just gotta wait for that done. Otherwise, I think she's coming along just fine. That's holding me up. Well, I glued these little pieces on. I took clamps off. I took the belt sander and I sanded them down, sanded the sides, sanded it smooth on each side. So actually it looked just like part of the bridge right there. So I should have made the bridge it's a little bit higher for this instrument. I should have went about 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters would have been perfect. For reference, now I know. So basically I'm just getting really happy with the string placement. There we go. Bang. All right. I'm trying to go for 13 from the nut, which probably is not going to work. I'm probably going to have to go with right there. I'm probably going to have to go with right about 12 inches right about 12 inches and a quarter, because I'm hitting the freaking end of the string. So, but there she goes, man. I think that looks good. I think that looks really good. I got my string exactly where I want it off the fingerboard. So she looks good. Yeah. I might even go smaller with it like that. And that way I have more of the edge of the instrument right there. That way, yeah. See, that way I can hit the string. Huh. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it and see where I want to keep the bridge at. But next thing to do is just tune it up. All right, well, I got it strung up and everything. It's just about the way I wanted it right there. One thing I didn't take into effect, one thing I didn't think about building a bigger body was that the bow hitting the side of the instrument when I'm trying to bow. Especially, it was not on the 2-string. The smaller one I made, the smaller one had a smaller radius circle, and it wasn't a problem. This one has the bigger one. This has a bigger radius, which is probably 6 inches, and the bow hits the side of the instrument when I'm trying to bow it. So what I did is I took out my belt sander and I grooved the side of it. I could probably do it even deeper, but no, I don't think I needed to. But this gives me enough room to bow. But it sounds really good, man. I'm really happy with the way it sounds. Because the bridge and the nut being 12 inches apart, the scale where I had marking on the little smaller is different on this one. So I'm gonna have to go back and go back and figure where everything's at. Yeah, but anyway, it's got a really good sound to it. I just need to practice a little bit with it. With the 3 strings, I'll be able to play Scarborough Fair. I'm excited about that. I already got the note tab and everything on my computer ready to go. So really good little build. A really fun little build. Really happy with the way it turned out. Three-string spoon fiddle.